this race always attacks, and a big breakaway could gain many minutes on a flat road, so he must be vigilant. The sprint competition is also hotting up now. Here's the overall situation in that, and the man that won this competition last year is now the leader after yesterday's performance. So Domingo has the lead. He's only 6 points. Kilometer and Valdez, they're both equal second. That competition will be a hot one today.
From China leads in the
There they are, the 67 survivors of the 84 that set off from Cebu almost 2 weeks ago. And now heading out from Dagupan, heading to the vegan way. They do because the second and third. At the back of the race here, the points leader, the Gatorade points leader, Marlboro, is just being serviced by his Chinese team car there. As we go now further down, and Chase trying to be organised by the yellow jersey. I think he's realised now that this race is cracking up around him, and he's trying to organise something, but he's being marked here by the riders' third place. Now you see the water being thrown at the riders here. Well, the riders are actually beginning to complain about this now, so if you are watching the race from tomorrow, please do try and not throw water directly at the riders. Actually, it hurts, and especially those plastic bags where in fact they are still frozen, and what is being thrown is blocks of ice. So please everybody, enjoy the spectacle, but don't throw ice and water at the riders. There's the time gap to the second chasing group now of 2 minutes and 55 seconds. The race, in fact, Seb, is now split into 4 groups, and the yellow jersey is on the wrong end of it. And Carlo Guillev is ahead of the yellow jersey now and trying to get into a workmanlike group here to gain time. This is the chasing group, and this group contains 8 riders. And in this group we've got Delosa, Espiritu is here, Wonk Camp. Yeah, that's an interesting one. See if we can catch a glimpse of Juan Campo in here this summer. But last of Delosa, there he is, number 11. The tour in previous years. Let's have a look down the line. The bright blue jersey here, then. This is the first time we've seen him on the attack, I think, since this race began.
He was Campo underestimated this race. We're really starting a little.
Well, there's Arnel Kirimit, and on the other side of the yellowish jersey there is Zenzon. So they are with the yellow jersey. The top 3 overall in the race are now seconds behind on the road. Let's look to the chasing group, containing Victor Espiritu in the beginning of the mountains jersey. There he is. And just in front of him is faithful helper Gerardo Amar. At the moment, to buy capacity fast. And this group here is beginning to close down on the front 5 as well. Now that will be a very strong group if they do get together, I must say. This is the yellow jersey group, and although they look to be racing very quickly, in fact they are losing ground every kilometre. 1 or 2 seconds a kilometre, they are falling behind, although there is a long way to go yet. We're around about 75 kilometres covered here. Up to the front, here he is, Seb. This is the man in the blue jersey now, Enrique Domingo, and I think he's trying to go alone. Now I know he wants to sprint at 76 kilometres, but with such a sprint as he has, he needs to ride away from them like this, and he must be feeling very confident. So Domingo going now for his second straight Adidas Sprint 5 points of the day. There are 3 of course, as always. A little rise out of the saddle, the formality for him. He's gone clear of the field, they haven't come after him yet. Now he's looked over his shoulder, he may well slow down and wait for them. So Luton and Domingo is here, Varlis, Celeste and Sato are the other riders. And in fact they've just been joined by the chase group on 8, so Juan Campo and Victor Espiritu are in this group now as we go over the line and riding out second place. He looked like he was Randy Ocker who picked up the second place there, having only just joined the leaders. He managed to, I think, yes he did, sniff the second set, and Victor Espiritu joining on, also getting up in the sprint, taking the 1 point there for third place. Now, what is he going to do, I wonder? Well, if he's got any sense with 150 kilometres still to go, I'd wait for the rest, and then we would have a front group of 13 riders.
Going into that break, we had the burn. Looks like we lost that more.
Zonra facing anyway. Domingo here has spotted the Centennial Swatch sprint, and he's gone for it, and really there's nobody can match him once he decides. 3 times he's ridden down this course now and won every prize available on it in the last 10 days. And it looks like he's set to do it again. There's still 1 sprint to come, and if he's still in the lead then, well, who's to say he won't get that?
Do you think most of the riders here are reacting more to the competition rather than to the business of the race?
Well, I think the riders are just not giving any thought to the minute. They like to establish the race very early on, and that's what they're doing, because here's Placido Valdez now. This is another group which has got away a while back, the yellow jersey group, and leading a charge there. 5 riders in that group of Valdez, and that's on the road around about 3 minutes behind the lead of 3 riders. That's group of 10, which is the second group on the road, containing Victor Espiritu and Juan Campo, and there's something like 30 seconds at the moment behind the 3 leaders. Back to the third group, hanging on the back of Paulo Yasu, while Tang, the big man in green for China, he's setting the pace here. Strong group, this one. He's got himself away from the yellow jersey, but yet another strong man allowed to lead the side of the yellow jersey. First, second and third overall still in the back of the race, and a problem here for one of the Chinese riders. Well, Beng has had a puncture rear wheel by the look of it, and their bad luck continues. Every day they are being serviced by their team car.
I think they really want to go back to Subic.
I think that's where they had the happiest now, didn't they, Seb? 2 stage wins and 1 day of racing. Now back to the yellow jersey group. He's trying to get something going here along with Gilliman and Zen. They've started to pull away from the rear of the field, so they split the big bunch. There's an awful lot of riders, something like 30 riders are ahead of this group now. There is the split as another Southern Luzon rider tries to bridge the gap. And is in here, now they won the second half of the day at Subic for China, so there's still some strength back here. But I think this is a big mistake today by the top 3 riders overall. This is the third chasing group on the road. They've only just left the yellow jersey group, still being spearheaded there by the green jersey of Tang of China. And Placido Valdez is the rider in the front now. He's no longer in that blue Adidas sprint leadership jersey. He lost that yesterday. Tang is the rider in second place here. And this group we estimate to be around about 3 minutes behind the leading trio. Here they are, here's Enrique Domingo, and the 2 Southern Luzon riders, Leonardo Basibas and Michael Gonawan. And it looks as though, in fact, Gonawan wants a little help from his team, but they probably want to drink. They must keep taking on both food and fluid, but they are planning a long escape now.
What kinds of foods are ideal for such conditions?
Really, it's what suits your taste, because at this stage of the game, nothing really helps. This fills the hole in the tummy. You must keep taking. There's the main field, still a long way behind. I've got them at 0 for 5.5 minutes. So Arnell, so too his teammate Warren Davidia. They may be suffering from watching each other's antics too much these past few days, and they allowed other riders to slip away. All of the Philippine national team is gone now, except the 2 men that matter most, and they're still at the back group.
And if they're not careful, Warren Davidia of Malaysia, he is very much in contention. He's 3rd overall as of today.
2 minutes behind, but of course he's also being compromised by this escape. Therefore, ironically, he has to help the other 2 riders in this group, trying to reduce the time gaps now. This race is literally spread over about 15 minutes at the moment, and the yellow jersey is in the wrong end of the group. He's riding at approximately 5.5 minutes behind. Tang here almost seems to smile when he sets the pace. He's a very strong time trial. He's the national road race and the national time trial champion of China. He's been a former Asian champion as well, so he's a strong man. And he always forces Placido Valdez, while Valdez's teammates here at the front, Bernard Luzon, trying to whip up interest in the chase. A minute and this group they left earlier. Last year's winner of this race. Still a lot of work to do for him. Having his own little form of a shower here.
Michael Gonawan, our first time to catch really good close at the pick of the back of the race.
They are the boys on the attack today.
Enrique's expression hardly changes, so you don't know what he's thinking of as of the moment, but show him a springboard and he's gone.
That's right, he works up there consistently, but he doesn't always share the pace. Now the leaders, 5:57 back to Warren Davadilia, Zen Zong and Arnel Kilomet. That's an awful lot of time to lose on a flat stage. They've got to work hard now to try and reduce that. Further up the road, this is now the third group on the road. In effect, we've got 4 groups of riders back to the yellow jersey. And this is the Carl Yasu group here with Tanguy as well and Placido Valdez. They have now just latched on to the group ahead. So they have joined it now, making 12 riders here. The real possibility the chase group will come. Here's the chase.
And straight into Ilocos.
Shimmering in the blue sky today. And here's the sprint. That's going to have a go, but he didn't lead it far too late. Domingo completes his full house of intermittent wins throughout the day for a third day in this event. Not in succession, I would add. The last time he did it, he went on to win the stage a few days ago.
That's an awesome lead, 21 points over Pyramid, as well as Valdez.
Well, that will take a few days for anybody to challenge that lead now at 5 points of sprint win, and there are 3 every day. There is the beautiful South China Sea. And here comes the race spread across the roads today. This has been a tough day and a surprising one. 3 riders are in the lead. This group is chasing. Can they catch up? Well, certainly Warren Davadilia better do something about today. Time, he's found no friend. The amazing thing is, third overall, one Campo at the front here. The win last year. Jersey of Victor Espiritu up the mountains, which start tomorrow.
Of course, Victor Espiritu picked up the win there last year. Everybody on the tour, media people, and everyone is trying to look forward to the days ahead. That should be the big test. But this one, they're interested in at least gaining some minutes here.
But you know, those 3 leaders broke away 150 kilometers from the finish. They haven't really escaped the front group and from the yellow jersey group. I think today, and Arnold Kilomet found that we're top of the classification. You have no friend in an international bike race.
Maybe just each other.
Just each other, like they've tried to tell us for the last 5 or 6 days, actually. Now these 3, well, in theory, if this was a race in Europe now, you have 2 members of the same team, then the rider in blue would have no chance. But so far, Enrique Domingo, and they will think he is the fastest.
Right, and we
Here's the way today. They can make you go to the win. Now the big names. Now what the last 3 names up?